Hi guys, how you doing? Piotr here. This is LiteFinance Global YouTube channel. It's my pleasure to be with you again. Today it's time for crypto market update. Very interesting week ahead, and I've got few charts for you. More details on my right side. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Okay folks, so let's make this crypto market alert and Bitcoin update short and sweet, straight to the point. So, because of the latest SEC job done, meaning asking Paxos to stop issuing digital dollar, we have BUSD, Binance stable US dollar, depegged down to almost 99.40. Market quickly reversed that move, all right, as we can see based on this lower shadow. So we are trying to get back into the peg. Well, the important thing here is that of course the Binance is connected with the Paxos. So that was the reason, of course. As of now, market is asking quite a few questions if the Tether or USDC is going to be the next one. As long as Binance has enough one-to-one backed BUSD to USD, there is nothing to be worried about, okay? And looks like because of this lower shadow, market is discovering or believing that that's the case, that Binance is okay. So that's quite a significant development here, and that's one of the reasons we see a little bit of the weakness when it comes to the crypto market. So let's switch to the Bitcoin and let's try to discuss medium-term things going on. That's the monthly chart here. And well, there is a very important thing here. We just hit, let me switch, is a monthly, let me switch to the red color. We hit the unfinished swing high business and we've seen the rejection. Part of that rejection is of course related to overall market weakness and dollar strength. That's the thing number one, okay? So thing number two is this SEC action against the Paxos, right? Now, if we are going to talk about the latest strength, it might be related to this swing high and the retest, okay? So that's from where we've seen the move to the upside. Now, we have some kind of the range. To the downside, we are talking about the levels down to 16,400. To the upside, we are talking about the 24. So we are talking about the 8,000, more or less. In that case, if current pullback is nothing else, just the correction, and we are going to see upside move further, then 27.5, 28.5, 30, 32 is the name of the game for the buyers. That's very important from the monthly chart perspective. Of course, we have to get the monthly close above 24.5, 25,000. If the previous month rally was just short profit taking and we are going to see further move to the downside when it comes to this Bitcoin market. So in that case, this swing high over here, something we were discussing quite some time ago, down towards 13,000, and then again down even lower towards very close to 10,000, that could be the danger here, all right? So we might see over the long period of time, in case of this move, this type of the consolidation ahead of the further move to the upside. Of course, the close below 10,000 is completely going to change the game narrative here, and is going to be very, very bearish. So as of now, I'm looking for from the medium long-term perspective, I'm looking for a deeper pullback, maybe to the mid of that range, maybe to the bottom of that range, and that's the range over here. That's the range, and then trying to move higher again. So let's have a look what we have when it comes to the weekly chart on the Bitcoin. And here we have a quite interesting situation, because after the first down and trying to create some kind of the support, we broke through that one, all right, hitting more stops, and we very quickly, on the weekly chart, we very quickly move higher. So retest of that one, so somewhere around 18,500, 18,000 could be the narrative here. So as long as we are on the weekly close above 18,000, we might see retest of the recent high, okay? And we might even see the market, after breaking higher through this high, may want to go even further up towards 28.5 and 32,000, more or less based on this weekly chart, okay? So that's how I see the things here. If we are going to see weekly close below this low over here, 16,000-ish, right? We might reopen the levels we discussed from the monthly chart, perspective. That's also very, very important. As of now, this latest weakness over here, it might work as a temporary support for the Bitcoin, but as we can see, the market is still trying to push lower. So the first buyers based on the weekly chart are around the current level and psychological 20,000. So finally, let's switch lower. Let's switch to the daily chart, and that's where the things are really, really more visible. So that's the weakness, and we have to switch to the green color because because it's a daily chart. So it's a green color. It's a very huge weekly supply zone, which has been taken out with this move. So if we are going to take 50% of that, in other words, this upside break here of that candle, okay? So let's have a look what we have here. The low is 20,800. That's the significant possible support for Bitcoin, plus psychological 20,000, all right? So that's where the bulls should start to be very, very active. Otherwise, the bottom of that range is around 20,000 I mentioned a few seconds ago, and from the daily chart perspective, that's the latest developments. If we are going to see the close below that level, so the next level of the possible demand, it might be this broken swing high over here. In that case, we are talking about the levels close to 18,000 and the bottom of that broken candle, and we are talking about the 17.5. So that could be very next important demand. So if we are going to break through 20 and close below, we might reopen the levels down to 18,000. With that being said, guys, I strongly encourage you, do your own homework, do your own research, make hundreds of examples before risking real money, all right? And wish you great next trading session. See you around. Take care and goodbye.